Right. Hi there, welcome to ABC Department Store. How can I help you today?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good.
How about you?
Uh, Great. I am here to return the Splendor.
Oh,
And
okay.
here's my, yep.
What was wrong with the blender?
I purchased it about 12 days ago. I was purchasing it for a party that I was having, a smoothie party with my closest friends. And
Uh-huh.
when I turned the blender on, it only chopped the ingredients that were at the bottom, and it didn't really do the job that I was looking for it to do.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, do you have your receipt?
Yeah, I have the original sales slip here.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much. And it looks like it didn't come in the box. Did you bring the box with the blender?
I did not bring the box. I accidentally threw the box away, but I have my original sales slip, so I figured I'd bring that back.
Right, perfect. Okay, well, you're never going to believe this, but before I was a complaint return clerk, I actually worked in a juice bar. So I have a lot of experience blending smoothies and things. What were you making for the party?
Just strawberry daiquiri smoothies, virgin, of course.
Oh, virgin, of course. That sounds
Virgin strawberry. Yes.
virgin strawberry daiquiris. Well, good. Did you put plenty of liquid in the blender, in the bottom of the blender before you tried to blend the ingredients?
Definitely. I have gone through, I've had blenders in the past. I've used my mom's blender. I've made these before. It's been a family special. So I thought that this blender would do the job, and it did not.
So you actually have as much blender experience as I do from the juice bar. So
For the
you
most part, we
know
could.
that it takes plenty of juice or water in the bottom of the blender to make sure the ingredients really get blended, right?
Definitely.
Right. Well, I really, really would love to help you out, but as you mentioned, you purchased it 12 days ago, and although you did bring your original sales receipt, we do have a 7-day return policy. And these blenders were actually on sale, and they've actually gone up to regular price now. So, I
Oh,
mean, I was wondering if you might like to give the blender another try, or are you pretty committed to returning it?
at this point, I'm pretty committed to returning it. The party has passed now, and it didn't do the job that I was looking for it to do. So I would really like my money back if you could do that for me.
Sure. It is the company policy at ABC Department Store that we're not actually able to return monies paid for products. Really, the very best I could do is issue you a store credit, um, because it would be a major exception considering that you don't have the original box. Because in order for me
Okay.
to return it to the manufacturer, I would have to have it in the original box. And of course,
Okay.
past the 7-day return period as well. So,
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, is there any way that you'd possibly be able to make an exception this one time? Only because I have been shopping with you guys for quite some time. I've brought many things back with the receipt, and I've had no issues in the past before, and I'd definitely like to keep returning to your store. And I trusted the Splendor brand, and I trust your brand as well. And if there's anything you could do for me, I'd really appreciate it.
well, we really appreciate your allegiance to the business because I know that we both want to believe in the quality of this manufactured blender, and we both want to affirm ABC Department Store's reputation for excellence and satisfaction. In fact, I chose this company because it has such a great reputation around town. And of course, as a single father, I also want the best price for purchases to ensure that, I get the biggest bang for my buck. So I want to make
I'm
you,
sorry, you just broke out there.
oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We definitely want to keep you as a customer here at ABC Department Store. So I want to give you as many alternatives as I can. I'm not going to be able to take the blender back today because one, it doesn't have the original box, and two, it's past that 7-day return period. So I really like to maybe encourage you to either donate the blender to either the Goodwill or the ARC and get a tax receipt for the donation, or keep the blender and give it another go, and hopefully it'll be motivation to have another strawberry daiquiri party. So.
Oh, you went out again?
What do you think of those two options?
You went out, what, you just went out again. Could you repeat that last line?
Sure, I was just gonna say that because we don't have the box and we're past the 7-day return period, I'm not able to actually take the blender back. So at this point, I'd encourage you to keep the blender, to either have another strawberry daiquiri party and just use a little more ice and juice. Perhaps that was the issue. The fruit was too frozen, or there were too many solids in the blender. Or you could, of course, donate the blender to the ARC or to the Goodwill and get a tax receipt so that you could actually write it off in your taxes.
Okay, I mean, I feel like I had high hopes for this blender. I've followed the brand very closely for a very long time, and I am somewhat disappointed in the sense that, I really believe in this blender brand, and I really thought that it would do the job, and I feel like I possibly may have got a defective one. Or I feel like maybe it was defective, maybe it just wasn't, it was broken, maybe it was defective, it just wasn't what I was looking for. And I am a student. $80 is definitely an investment on my end for this blender. But I mean, we can both agree right now that you're looking for 100% customer satisfaction, and I'm looking for just being satisfied overall as far as your company is concerned, right?
Well, most definitely. I want you to be happy and satisfied with ABC Department Store, not only because of their reputation, but because you're a member of my community as well. I want you to be able to return with confidence. And since you mentioned that the blender is likely defective, why don't you go ahead and contact Cuisinart, the manufacturer, because Cuisinart also has a reputation, and I know that they have more courses of action than we do here at ABC Department Store to provide you with a replacement. So if I can't accept the blender back today and get you your money back, and store credit is not really what you're looking for, then please go ahead and call that 1-800 number and send them your receipt, or make a copy of your receipt, and then make sure that Cuisinart follows up with you on a replacement product for the defective blender.
Okay. You would not be able to possibly maybe upgrade a blender, maybe give me another one. Just because, like I said, I have been following this brand so closely, and I had such high expectations.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. Although I'm not able to take the blender back right now today because you don't have the box and you're past the 7-day return policy, I'd like to encourage you to take the blender home today, see if you can find the original box. I'm gonna go ahead and head in the back room and make a photocopy of your receipts, and I'm going to contact Cuisinart on your behalf. And I'm going to go ahead and jot down your phone number and your email, and that way I can contact Cuisinart regarding the blender and we can keep in touch. Does that sound like a good idea?
Well, I was thinking about maybe just getting this situation handled and resolved today, just so we wouldn't have to deal with this later down the road. I feel like I've been coming to you guys and shopping with you guys for such a long time now. I've never had any issues whatsoever. You guys have all been so good to me.
I know. They are a great company to work for and to shop at as well. But again, the problem is that you don't have the original box. That's really the biggest hump for me to get over in terms of this return. I might be able to make an exception because you have your receipt and you're past the 7-day return, but because you don't have the original box, I can't return it to Cuisinart, and we can't resell the blender. So
Okay, so go ahead.
I was going to say, so if you'd like, I can contact Cuisinart and we can get you a new blender in the mail, and then you might actually have 2 blenders on hand so that for the next strawberry daiquiri party, you can invite twice as many people.
Well, I definitely would like to get this blender off of my hands today. You had just previously mentioned that you may be able to make an exception. What sort of exception would that be?
Well, that would be an exception because of your receipt. But because you don't have the original box, I won't be able to make an exception. I'd only be able to make an exception if you returned with the original box.
Okay, and you don't have any open box, like resells or anything along those lines?
Well, no, we actually almost sold out of these blenders because they did go on promotion and they were at a rock bottom price just 2 weeks ago. So they're pretty much gone. These were in pretty high demand and nobody else reported that they were defective. So I'm really sorry to hear that, but I'm not going to be able to accept the return today, but I'd be happy to contact the manufacturer if you wanted to keep in touch.
Okay, so I think that store credit would be fair in this situation. As mentioned, I do want to get rid of this blender today and give it back to you. The party has passed and I no longer have any use for it.
All right, so in that case, I would be able to issue you a gift card, except it would only be at the price which you paid for it.
The $80, correct?
The $80 was the price that you paid for it on sale. Yep, I see that on your receipt right here.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and issue you a store credit. And just fill out this slip here, your name, your phone number. Here you go. All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Take that. And then give me just one moment to get it through the register here. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Here's that gift card.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. I'm sorry about the malfunction blender, the defective blender, but I hope you had a great party. And now you have $80 to spend at ABC Department Store.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all of your time and patience. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take care. Come see us again soon.
All right. Thank you. Did you stop the